Today we are going to be flushing a tankless water heater. There are obviously a bunch of different types of tankless water heaters. Today we're dealing with a Rinnai. So there are just a few more steps that go into flushing the tankless water heater than with your typical water heater. But at the beginning, it is pretty standard. We're going to go in through the isolation ports here. We're going to turn the cold off, going into the unit. We're going to turn the hot off, going out of the unit. And then we're going to disconnect our electrical. Up there, we're going to go ahead and open our ports here on the cold side as well as on the hot side. We're also going to want to have 2 gallons of distilled vinegar to run through and descale the unit. You're also going to need the pump so that the vinegar can run through the unit, as well as another hose and a 5-gallon bucket. So the first thing we're going to do is hook up one of our hoses to the unit, just like so. And we're going to get the pressure off of the water heater so that I don't make a mess in the customer's house. Then go and get that on there nice and snug. Point it into the bucket. Go ahead and open this valve up. And there's just a smallest little pop of pressure release on there. So then we can go ahead and open or get connected to the cold. Alrighty, now we have our 2 gallons in our bucket with our pump. And that is going to be the distilled white vinegar. Now, with the Rinnai, we have to get it into a descale mode. So we're going to have to remove the front of the unit. There's going to be a screw here, a screw here. I took them out earlier just for speed's sake. And then we have these 2 clips right here on the top. One on the left, one on the right. Now, go ahead and pull it off and lift it straight up. That's going to give us access to the inside of the unit so that we can put it into the descaling mode. So right here is going to be your control board, and there's 2 buttons on here. One right here that is A and one right below it that is B. They will be labeled on this little manual right here, but we are going to have to flap this guy up to access them. So we're going to go ahead and hold B until DES appears. Once DES appears, we can go ahead and switch over to holding down A until it starts flashing. Once it starts flashing, we can take our electrical supply for our pump, and we can go ahead and plug it in. You'll hear it ring, and our timer will start. So Rinnai has a timer built into the system, so it tracks and registers every single time that you flush the unit. All right, now that the alarm's going off, we are all good to go and done with the flushing of the heater. So we can go ahead and unplug our pump. The alarm's going to go off, and we can begin the process of finishing to get it all cleaned out. So we are going to dispose of the vinegar that's in the bucket. Swap this also into another bucket just for the time being. We'll cut our little safety strap so we don't have an incident like last time at the beginning of the video. Now, when we do start running this red hose into the bucket to flush the vinegar out, gotta hold on to it so you don't spray water everywhere. So we're just gonna come over here with the cold isolation valve, bypass valve in the closed position. And we're gonna keep the hot bypass valve, the exit, open. I'm going to open the cold inlet, and we're going to get some water rushing through the unit. We're going to take about 4 to 5 buckets out of water. So get the water rushing through, get all the vinegar cleaned out so that we're not tasting vinegar coming out of our faucets. All right, now that we've got all of our flush out of the unit, we can go ahead and close up that cold side. And then up here on the cold inlet, there's going to be a filter that we're going to want to take out and clear all of the debris off of it. You might get a little bit of water come out this side when you open this up. Just make sure you got your hot side still connected with this valve open, and it should suck the air in through and right out the hot side so you don't make a big mess all over the floor. Still might be great to have a towel handy. All right. So I'm going to get this filter right here, and you can see all of the gunk in there. We're going to take it in our bucket and we're going to clean it all out. You can go ahead and put a sponge through there if there's any troubling sediment in there that you cannot get out. Pull it through a couple times and make sure you're all nice and clean. And once you're done with that, we can go ahead and put our filter back on. Be nice and gentle when you're putting it back on because it is somewhat of a fragile piece and you don't want to break it and have to call your water heater company to send out a new one. All right, now that we are done, we're going to want to make sure that all this is turned off. We're going to disconnect our final hose. Then we are all wrapped up. You're going to want to make sure you get this decently tight, not too tight that you end up twisting or ruining that rubber gasket that's in there. If you do end up twisting or ruining that rubber gasket, when you turn the water on here on the inlet side, you will see a significant amount of dripping coming out of this filter, which we do not want. So we're going to go ahead and close this last guy up. Now that we are done with the full system rinse, we have our bypass on the cold side turned off. We have our bypass on the hot side turned off. So now we can go ahead and start filling the unit with water. Then we go ahead and press our power button, and that'll signify end of flushing. And then we'll go ahead and press it again. And it'll display our outgoing temperature, for which we have the unit set to. This one in particular is going to be 120 degrees. Now that we're done, we can pretty much just close her up and head on out. We just got to take the cover here. Go ahead and slap her back on the front. Make sure that this lines up with the screen. And then you take your Rinnai screwdriver for your Rinnai water heater. You put these two screws back in right here. Get your clamps attached on top. And you can head on out with a happy customer. Now that the tankless water heater has been fully flushed of any sediment and lime and scale buildup on the inside of the unit. Thanks for watching.